Okay, hello everyone. Our topic is manufacturing industry in Vietnam. 静安、玉龙、西冯新闻 and 黄静 in sequence for each part of the speech. This is our context. Uh, this is our introduction. Our view is the formal and informal institutions are very important for making in Vietnam. The past academic, especially the remarkable achievement of 2.91% economic growth in 2020 is the testament to Vietnam's related is a challenging global pandemic. This growth rate even exceeds the China 2.3% growth rate, cementing the Vietnam position among Asia's and emerging economies. At the heart of the journey is the manufacturing, which has been crucial in shaping the Vietnam economic path over the past 3 decades. In other words, Vietnam's dynamic economic growth and its key role in the Asian supply chain. It is well known that Vietnam initially focused on the domestic production in the 1980s and relied on the low value added manufacturing to balance the supply and the demand, which showed its short-lived effectiveness. In order to solve this problem, the government began to restructure import and export in the 2000s. Currently, Vietnam manufacturing is a sector is becoming attracting foreign investment attracted by its status of the factory of the world. Foreign capital and advanced technology have afforded this progress, and geographical advantages and affordable labor have attached multinational companies to set up the operation in Vietnam. Foreign direct investment (FDI) is a key growth driver. Although it is a success, depends on more than just inflows. In the case of Vietnam, the formal and informal host country system has a significant import of the FDI outcomes and affect the economic development. For the further understanding, well-known companies such as the Coca-Cola and Intel use the pestle analysis. The last one, in summary, this study provides a comprehensive exploration of the Vietnam economic growth with a focus on the manufacturing, foreign investment, and institutional dynamics. Though the experience of the Coca-Cola and Intel, the interplay between the environmental challenges, formal and informal institutions, and the result of the FDI companies in the dynamic market in Vietnam is a review. Okay, next, Yulong began to analyze the Coca-Cola.
Thanks, Tina. Now I will discuss the case of Coca-Cola in the manufacturing industry. The Coca-Cola Company is a large American beverage manufacturer and entered the manufacturing industry in 1994. In this study, we use pastel to analyze the external environment of Williams manufacturing industry, and we identify its attractiveness and strengths to Coca-Cola from these four aspects: economy, technology, culture, and policy. In terms of economy and technology, Williams manufacturing industry has a significant attractiveness to Coca-Cola. First, Williams manufacturing has a higher labor costs, and it helped Coca-Cola enter this market more easily and establish a competitive advantage. Second, William is in Southeast Asia, bordering with many different countries. The unique geographical location makes William become a key region for FDI export platforms in Southeast Asia. And this can bring more export opportunities to Coca-Cola if they set up manufacturing plants in Vietnam. At the same time, the inflow of FDI brings advanced technology, equipment, and measurement experience to Williams' manufacturing industry. But there are some challenges for Coca-Cola in Vietnam's manufacturing industry. First, cultural difference in this market lead to diversity demand, and Coca-Cola might spend more resources to localize or launch new products. Also, Vietnam has developed more open policy for foreign employees, and it will reduce restrictions on FDI, and the lower barriers to enter might bring more new entrants. Let's move on to next part. I like to discuss influences of formal and informal institutions on Coca-Cola's FDI. Formal institutions has played a crucial role in Coca-Cola's FDI process in Vietnam. Initially, Coca-Cola entered Vietnam's manufacturing industry through joint venture due to the restrictions of Vietnam's investment laws. But with the legal environment changes in Vietnam, Coca-Cola transitions to a wholly owned subsidiaries model in Vietnam. This legal transformations impacted Coca-Cola's FDI strategy and allow comprehensive business control. Additionally, during the operation in Vietnam, Coca-Cola was punished for tax issues. This also affected Coca-Cola's FDI. On the informal institutions front, Coca-Cola also take cultural factors into consideration because there are growth in cultural preferences among local consumers for environment-friendly and high-quality products. As a foreign investor, Coca-Cola integrated these cultural demands into its manufacturing operation in Vietnam. Let me make a quick reflection. In this case of Coca-Cola, the shift from joint ventures to subsidiaries points that how formal regulation shape FDI strategy. Also show a conducive legal environment can encourage Coca-Cola to adopt and thrive. In addition, Coca-Cola improved its manufacturing processes by tuning to informal cultural realms, supporting sustainable and quality products. So Coca-Cola's experience in the manufacturing industry highlights the symbiotic relationship between formal and informal institutions in shaping FDI success. Now move on to Xitong.
Okay, thanks, Yulong. I'd like to share a captivating case study on how Intel Corporation, a global technology titan, has successfully navigated the manufacturing landscape of Vietnam. This analysis is mainly based on the PESTEL analysis framework, focusing on the external environment of Vietnam, so as to explore how Intel's FDI can use its Vietnam's advantages and opportunities to enter the Vietnamese market. To begin, it is essential to recognize that Vietnam, as a market brimming with opportunities, has attracted a plethora of multinational operations. Two critical factors underpin this area: economic advantage and strategic geographic positioning. Vietnam boasts a vast workforce copes with relative low labor costs, offering a significant draw for companies aiming to reduce their manufacturing overheads. For behemoths like Intel, remote for its expensive operations in the semiconductor chip manufacturing realm. This translates to an enhanced competitive edge and reduce overall production costs. Furthermore, Vietnam's strategic placement within Southeast Asia offers Intel a tremendous geographic advantages. This positioning not only enables Intel to cater to local demand but also to efficiently export its products to neighboring regions, thereby maximizing its sales outreach and market penetration. However, despite these advantages, conducting business in Vietnam isn't without its challenges. Market competitiveness stands as a prime concern. Moreover, since the introduction of the Dormo policy in 1986, Vietnam has been liberating its FDI policies, yet these evolving policies can introduce elements of unpredictability, complicating corporate planning and operations. And please move to the next page, Jing'an. In the face of formal institutional barriers, Intel and to adeptly navigate Vietnam's restrictions on foreign investments. Unlike its operations in other countries where Intel functions as a wholly owned subsidiary, Vietnam's laws cap foreign ownership at 14% in many sectors. This constraint necessitates a distinct entrenched strategy for Intel, often via joint ventures or collaborations with local Vietnamese enterprises, profoundly influence Intel's operational strategies and the decision-making process within the country. On the informal institutional front, Intel has showcased a profound understanding of Vietnam's cultural norms and consumer preference. An emerging trend has been observed. Vietnamese consumers increasingly favor premium, eco-friendly products. Responding to this cultural shift, Intel has tailored its business strategies and corporate social responsibility in initiatives to reason with Vietnam's social needs. In conclusion, Intel's success in Vietnam is not only solely attributed to its technological process or products superiority. Instead, it's their deep-rooted understanding and adaptability to the local market that stands out. This journey offers invaluable insights for other corporations aspiring to expand their footprint globally. And the next part, please, Xingwen.
Thank you, Xitong. And I will do a reflection on our group project journal, shedding light on both our planning and complexity strategy, as well as challenge we encouraged and the ways we overcome them. At the beginning, we understood that clearly defined roles were important. During our initial meeting, we allocated tasks be based on individual strengths. This approach ensured everyone knew their responsibility, minimizing confusion. For instance, we discussed each member's role and responsibility, setting a solid foundation for our collaboration. To maintain a steady pace, we embraced task-specified deadline. By breaking down our project into small segments, we assigned a deadline to each part. This alignment with the final submission date keep us focused. Allocating specified dates to project components showcase this organized approach. Effective communication and collaboration were the key parts. We established communication channels and regular meetings for updates and discussion. This platform has promoted idea sharing and program checking. However, challenge emerged. Although we have well planned and on communication, but communications issues still lead to confusions initially. While every member was mainly focused on their research, we lacked communication. We responded by implement communicating the meeting after class and messaging each other. Time management plays a key role due to varied workload. To ensure accountability, a deadline check person who is our leader ensured that everyone was held responsible for their contributions. Early completion of tasks allowed some members to support those who faced time constraints. We are proactive in our approach to members who need extra support. Resolving conflicts idea was essential. We had an open discussion of scenarios, selections, and introduced fair voting. This allowed us to design our project directions and do an evaluation of each member's proposed scenario. We collectively chose a scenario that resonate with all, ensure that our project was designed collaboratively. In a sense, our group project journal highlighted that the value of effective planning, clear communication, and proactive problem solving. By defining roles, setting deadlines, nurturing collaborations, and addressing challenges head-on. We hope our experience and strategy can encourage fellow students to embrace these practices in their group project. Next, I'll pass on to Huangjing to conclude.
Thank you, Xinwen. And now I'm going to summarize the key point of our research for you. Overall, our study indicates the FDI significantly contribute to economic growth in emerging market of Vietnam, especially for the manufacturing industry. Coca-Cola and Intel are capitalized on Vietnam's favorable cost structure and strategic geographical and positions, while effectively managing regulatory, competitive, and institutional limitation. Both formal and informal institutions of Vietnam significant shape FDI outcome from the MNC and the formal framework, including government policies and regulation, influence entry strategy, and operational decision as Vietnam FDI policies are dynamic require MNC to strategy and address. This is why Coca-Cola and Intel enter market was joint venture or local partnership. This successful organization constantly involved with regulatory and monitor the legislation. Talking of the informal institutions, Coca-Cola and Intel address their products and manufacturing procedures to Vietnam market needs and expectation. Their CSI initially conforms with Vietnam cultural norms, values, and religious belief, also promoting high-quality products and make more eco-sustainable practice. How this organization cultivates strong bonds with Vietnam's and market. Despite these achievements, Vietnam's multinational sector face challenge from rising competitions and uncertainties and regulatory trends. However, our research on Coca-Cola and Intel confirm the propositions. The Vietnam's formal and informal institutions have an important role in outcome of FDI. Whether successful or disappointing, their experience as a valuable insight for others MNC learning for Vietnam's market as they can learn from Coca-Cola and Intel. How informal and informal institutions can be dealt with to achieve success. That is our group presentation, and thanks for your watching.